Hello, I'm Adria Klein. I'm a professor of reading education and early intervention in California, and I'm just delighted to be able to talk today at ILA through the magic and mystery and wonder of technology. I'm coming from a remote feed and couldn't be at ILA today, but I'm totally committed to the International Literacy Association. I actually served on the board of directors a few years ago and have been a council president. So I know many of you are committed to the service and work at ILA. Welcome today. What I'm excited to share with you is a partnership around the work of a program called EDGE, brand new look at guided reading. Guided reading's been around a long time, and we know all the pioneering voices that have helped us understand what small group reading is all about. One of the issues with guided reading has always been many of our kids leave the classroom for special services or small group services. The challenge I want to talk about is the kids on the edge of their learning and the opportunities for them to work with their classroom teacher and transfer their learning to small group, partner, and independent work in centers and other ways that we organize our classroom. Now, I've taught almost every grade across the curriculum. I've had kindergarten and first grade. I have taught fifth and sixth. I had one group that was a 4-5 combination, and middle school and high school. And every time my commitment is always to personalizing and differentiating the learning in small groups. I didn't have much opportunity for pull-out groups or kids who left the classroom until later on. And as I looked at that, I had to coordinate a lot with that pull-out support teacher. I valued her partnership. I learned a lot from her. But the kids on the edge of their learning that I'm thinking about, who in fact, when they leave the classroom, may lose out on some of the connection, are the kids who are in about the 25th to 50th percentile in terms of range of abilities and where they are. I'm also thinking about a kindergartner who might be less experienced with literacy coming into kindergarten, who needs that edge too. I particularly looked at Michael Presley's work, and Mike was such a leader in balanced literacy, and he said we're always teaching kids on the edge of their learning. And as I think about that particular edge, I think about the kids who are in the middle. Sometimes I call it the missing middle. The kids who are moving along but not accelerating. The kids who are growing each year but not catching up and are really in danger of the summer slide when they're not in school. And yet at the same time, I don't want to slow things down. I don't want to water anything down. I don't want to soften the text that they're working with in terms of complexity or rewrite change. I'm really thinking about how can I, as a teacher, as a professional, as a reading educator, as a classroom person with many groups to run, actually scaffold their learning differently to meet the needs of the kids on the classroom edge, just below proficient, basically staying there and not catching up or moving ahead, and most in danger of being lost. Often this is the largest number of kids in our classroom, not the extreme ends, but that middle that we need to provide additional support for. Guided reading and Scholastic Edge can help that happen, and I want to talk about that just a little more.